Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Full throttle! Burn it down!
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kinda threw a wrench in our relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She kept yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since...
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolute.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell, but don't worry. The team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit.
Wow.
Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort... not that Paimon wants them to be in any...
Relax, I get it. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal, but through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. That's right. Khaenri'ah suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by... It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of prime. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily,
Not
the problems
Spanish,
left behind by the
English.
Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various... Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must
Yes,
have had to
continue
sacrifice
first.
a lot to get
Yeah, I
to this
speak
point.
English. Not speak Spanish. Oh wait, I Spanish.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility.
Not Rosier.
Duty.
Not
Unavoidable
Spanish.
burden.
Speak English.
But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages.
Lupa Oriole. You already put her.
To think that my name could survive in ballads
pun
passed
lupa.
down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our... Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Oh, I need to skip. One point, just one. I need to skip. That's you. Hey, look at that. Wow. The Lupa Polukita can heal. So nice.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from
Maybe
battle.
only Logitech
It's their
can.
moment of glory.
Lupa can heal.
Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend...
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
But how
That's
good.
right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode
okay.
of Resurrection
Seems good.
together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my
You not
lead
want
and
how
you'll be
much?
fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
No, before you see, I listen. I say I not hear anything
I could
because
not find Kachina
they
within the
sing
Night
too
Kingdom or locate her
slow.
ancient name.
What?
Now can hear me.
What?
Usually, once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on?
Let's see the song.
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless... Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this...
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Kachina did.
Pathetic, the both of you.
Better.
Your wild guesses are misplaced.
Ya Kak.
We completed our mission.
Oh yeah, yes. I did.
Maybe
Kachina
you
did
did.
before already.
But who's to say whether that little girl even
Why
contributed
he
at
sit
all?
like this?
Maybe she got scared and ran off.
So
Why would the Wyatt
cool.
recognize someone like her?
Yes,
Even if she
already.
was on the winning team.
How dare you insult a hero?
Yeah,
Kachina
Kachina already did
sacrificed
this
herself to
before.
repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point in arguing with the likes of them.
Calm me down.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to... Maybe the Wyab interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero,
Yes.
however.
So
The
legit.
failure of today's ceremony is
But
undeniable.
Wuwa need to
Kachina has
have
not been rekindled,
Wuwa need
and
to
I ought
have
to prevent further
more
casualties.
puzzle.
I have
So
decided
little
to
puzzle.
suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
I
What?
like to solve puzzle in Wuwa. Cute.
No one is all-knowing.
Easy
No
answer.
one is infallible, but doubt is a means
But
by which we
Genshin-
seek the truth, not a weapon we...
Puzzle so cepat.
I didn't mean it that...
If there
Some
are
puzzle
things you
easy,
wish to
some puzzle
clarify,
so
then
cepat.
ask me directly. Doubt my...
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind,
What not
then it would
secret?
seem the
Which
truth
one?
never mattered
Wuwa
to you
or
at all.
Genshin?
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question.
I have a question, Archon.
Yes. Not
My
secret.
friend Kachina. Do you have any idea
Don't
where
have
she is?
something. Don't
It's
have anything
extremely important to
surprise.
me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm
Yes.
sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend
I need to
sooner,
find.
you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
I don't have anything.
In that case,
surprise.
come
to
see
know.
me in the
So
speaker's chamber.
easy to know.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go.
Yeah. Bye, girl. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
On rollover.
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it,
Itu
the Pyro
sad.
Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted
Mày
from
đủ nick
training,
hết trơn á.
she would always hum the
Hết
Ode
nick
of
này, tắt nick
Resurrection.
kia.
She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her
Chưa
and
coi
share
nữa má.
her joy.
Coi cái được có tập 2 mà được nửa à, chưa coi hết nữa.
We
Mấy này
supported
không
her
coi.
every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her
You
murderers?
see when I play why with it, I want.
That's not
I will
fair,
check.
Mualani.
Okay, I will put not naughty.
It's all right. I understand your... Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that
Này
peace of
bận
mind
mày
if I
ơi.
could. But please, hear what I have to say
Coi
so I
bận.
can at least... Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new mean...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we
Cũng
continue
cuốn
to
đó.
hold the pilgrimage
Mà
and
bận
send
quá
teams
không
to
coi
fight
được.
the Abyss, but if we stop altogether,
Kiểu
the
tao coi
sacred
coi
flame
cái anh
won't
ghệ
go
mà
weak.
anh ghệ mày
The Abyss will
anh ghệ
scale
là
up their
nhảy
attacks, and the
hoài.
If we compare the two choices,
Nó phải coi
sorry,
lâu.
I know that may sound harsh,
Phải
but
làm
the
biến
raw
coi luôn.
truth can be cruel.
Để
But we need to
bữa nào
understand
rảnh
it
rảnh
if we
coi.
want to.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
Thằng kia nó fan mày hả? Nó tag mày vô kìa.
I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable...
You're saying it doesn't matter whether...
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my
Anh ghệ
heart.
quần què lắm mày ơi.
But I couldn't bring myself to
Coi lâu
sacrifice
xíu
of
má.
And that is the crux of
Lâu
the
quá vậy.
problem.
Coi làm
It's
lâu,
not
coi đừng
simply
tiếng
a
thôi má.
matter of
Bộ phim
choosing
hơn
either way,
tiếng,
there
nó
will
kêu
be
coi
people
từng coi
who
tiếng thôi, anh
suffer.
ghẻ rồi đó.
And the end result will be the same. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no
Bộ
longer
phim
unite
hơn
in
tiếng, nó
battle
kêu tao coi
against the
tiếng
Abyss.
thôi.
And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is
Tưởng
my
fan
current
mà chứ.
plan. And in the meantime, I've made... Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep... I understand your anger, Mualani. But I hope that provided some clarity, at least.
Ai mót ngắt về đó. Ông về chung với ngắt.
Wow. Hyman thought things were
Cái gì
gonna
quê
get
trời
heated
đó.
for a second, but the Pyro Archon...
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two of without the chance
Sao
to
à?
fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop.
Xin nghỉ. Dạ.
With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The knight staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture,
Không
it's a
nhắc được nghĩ
different
ta.
story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but I won't sugarcoat it.
Lúc mình nghĩ được
That
phép
is
5
the
lúc
danger
về nhà
Kachina is
ngắt
currently
lên là mất
facing.
tiêu rồi.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems, you can focus all your efforts on dealing with the sacred flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it...
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign.
Má đồ nhảy
But I
công ty á
can't give
má.
up to her now.
Traveler?
Để gắn bó với lại
Understood. Then I'll support you
Coi
in any
Kaya
way
hả?
I can. The Masters of the Night Wind have a technique that can extract an ancient name. If we can find
ai gắn
Kachina's
bó coi
ancient
Kaya
name,
hình như 2
I
năm
can
trời
use
hả?
the link. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night King.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls?
Under
Ủa
normal
vậy sao?
circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there. However, know that the
Chị
Night
Tư
Kingdom
mày với anh
will
ghẻ
attempt
mày
to
đang
repel.
It's fine by
kinh
me.
doanh nè. Đang mở kinh doanh nè, muốn qua
Same
đây
here.
không?
Fighting the Abyss is nothing.
Ráng làm đi, rồi kinh doanh cái gì đó.
Seat Lolly of the Masters
Ráng
of the
làm đi,
Night
rồi kinh
Wind
doanh cái gì
once
đó
created
ở
an
dưới quê ở
artifact
nhà.
that can be used. It was originally used as a ceremonial
Kinh doanh đi giờ,
artifact
giờ
wielded by
mày
the
kinh doanh
tribal
được rồi
That
đó.
was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it
Dữ
again so
trời.
soon.
Đang cần người.
Thank you so much for your
Được
help,
2 nhân
everyone.
viên rồi cần đứa nhân viên nữa.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and
Mày
courage
vô nữa là
are
đủ
what
bộ
will
đó.
truly decide
Có
the
chỗ ở
success
luôn.
of this operation.
Chỗ này
Besides,
dữ vậy
you're
sao?
the ones helping me. I can only
Chỗ chế mày gần mở
Traveler,
nên
I
là có cho
certainly
nhân
didn't
viên ở
expect
đây
our
luôn.
first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet
Lương
you
20
and
củ út.
offer you Natlan's
Lương 20
highest.
củ ở dưới quê làm đi cưng.
Why?
Why?
Đây không có giá đó
Is
đâu.
that not what happened in the other nature?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And,
Đi
you know,
công ty
in the
làm đi
middle.
cưng.
But our reputation...
Mày làm tự do
That's
không có
more
giá
like
đó
it.
đâu cưng.
After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally,
Ủa Alimat
this would
mới
be
bữa
the perfect
2 ngày
night
trước
for
kìa
a drink
có
and
tiễn
some
được
musical ambiance.
đứa nhân viên con gái dễ thương đôi sắp nái nè nha.
Ataya was wounded
Mới
in
19
the fight
tuổi
against
mà
the Abyss.
dễ thương đẹp
She
gái lắm.
wanted us to give this
In
it
con cá đồ
embodies
nữa.
fond memories and my strength of will.
Ui làm mai đi.
I
Khoái lắm.
didn't think this day would come so soon.
Mai má làm mai đồ.
The flames of her life force.
Đúng không?
Like,
Phải là mai mày
if
có bồ
things
mà
were
bồ
different,
bồ già của
the
mày
two
mà.
of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together
Mày có
while
bồ
she
già
gave
rồi
this to
mà.
me in person. But Don't worry.
Đồ làm mai kìa. À.
This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And
Từ
once
tụi quen
this is
bột
all
ha, bây giờ
over,
đợi làm mai kìa.
I'll pay Atea a visit.
Gu mặn là con nhỏ này mới lớn à, hơi gu. Từ kênh gu nhỏ hôm nay kênh gu già già.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize
Nói
the
dẹp mẹ
production
đi
of
à.
contending fire, but that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right.
Để gu á.
Even now, the production of contending fire is far from
Để gu đó.
sufficient.
Đậu ke mày. Thích gặm cỏ no. Má giờ tao nói đó, nó thích gặm cỏ no đó không? Mày muốn
caused by the
tiếp
abyss
tục
has
rồi đó.
resulted in a massive
Nuôi con
shortage
người
of
ta rồi
pyro
đó.
energy, and we're currently at the as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our
Con
strength
mặn
to
bé này đẹp
defend the
gái thiệt.
tribes.
Dễ thương luôn.
The abyss has brought catastrophe
Nhỏ
to
xíu à,
Natlan,
Tuấn nhỏ xíu à.
and Kachina's disappearance in the night
Để khi nào nó
kingdom
vô làm
is
đi,
a
chụp
direct
hình cho coi, đẹp
consequence
lắm.
of that.
Mà chụp
We
gì
can't
xa
let the
xôi
general
quá.
public know that.
Không có biết, không có biết. Không có biết Facebook.
No.
Anh ghẻ
If
mới
the
có
public
à, chứ
learned
không
that
biết.
Natlan's
Không
destruction
biết nó
was
liên lạc
close
với
at
công việc
hand,
với anh qua anh ghẻ
there would
mình
be
sao?
immense panic. But if I said
Ôi
nothing
dạ.
at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the... Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last
Có Việt
a
Nam
little
thôi xài
longer.
díp Lào đó, đây ai xài díp Lào.
Yes. Come with me.
Come with me. With me. With me. With me.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only so until our heroes are ready. I will
But that can only last so.
Don't let desperation clap. Those chosen by
Cute
the wild have
language.
already. All we can do is support
Cute
them.
language.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's
Hell
not
no.
right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I
International
possess great
language.
strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Nó sinh năm 2006. Mới 19 tuổi. Chưa được 20. No!
The Archon of Natlan.
You can
A force
talk.
to be reckoned with.
Let's say talk. Let
The
you talk.
secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath
You let
made
you
5
talk.
centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis
What?
in your hands?
I don't know what you mean,
Ảo
but it
Suda.
sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Maka.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech?
What?
Good. People
Fine.
like us. Let our blades do the talking!
What to say here? Still cancel not one. แสน Mày có cần đưa rước hả lại tại quán, không cần đưa rước Thánh Kiều. Run.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you all right, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about—
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared,
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
in other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove when we exchanged final blows. I sensed an— Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not.
What? 99%.
Natlan's strength has never rested
Just
solely in its
only
archon.
1% different. Too small.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future.
If don't have motorbike,
must
you
trust
can
in that
change
vision now.
bicycle also.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the
Just
stadium? Did something explode?
Just 1% different. Different 1%,
It feels like the
100%,
Archon
1,
used her power.
Just only
Be
one
fighting a
person
formidable
even is
Should we go back
Mamoto
and
Robai.
check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head
So
right
cepat.
back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. I'm on.
Like perfect, almost original. Perfect.
What can you tell us about the scions of the canopy?
The tribe's people are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a
Okay, that does sound different from our usual adventures. Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
You want to add? Hả? Đây là sao?
Burn it down!
You want to add? Gosh, so cepat. Already run. I don't want to kill, but so cepat already. Want to add? Okay. Okay, if want to add, okay. Itu itu dido do 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 masih elektro. Masih elektro.
Mine is right
And
over there.
Magika is
Let's go.
pyro. Different.
Chaska.
I know. Lucky Mensa almost
Nice to
there.
see you again, Wyna.
99%. That
I'm afraid we
means
don't
I'm
have
like,
time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
not less than like
We're here for the Spirit Speaker
Orila
stone.
original.
Whoa, hold on a second.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, the nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is if you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the...
Oh, Chaska's a peacemaker, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve.
Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister.
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use this?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name...
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard... Where can we find him?
Ever since Malko passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck. I hope everything...
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! That must be him! Hello there! Are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone... No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place.
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a
I
problem.
think
We agree to your request.
50% similar with Mavika.
Yeah.
Because I
Since
have
you're helping
red
us find
hair.
Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the
Similar
favor.
banget itu. Not too much.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
But look sexy more than Mavika. Cipluk puk, cipluk puk.
Huh. I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a
Oh, I see.
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're...
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means...
I appreciate it. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're...
Whoa, watch your footing. In the sky, too. Right.
Cepat.
Hello. Do you have any hook rope?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me...
Deal.
Wait. Really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no No problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
Yes. I agree. Yeah, before I
know,
should
it's
just go
just-
like electronic.
I could tell Vichama feels the same way
animals.
about his friend that I do about Kachina. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom,
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for... Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Bichama Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit. While Vichama, 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters, and Vichama went into a deep depression after that. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he was... I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop, dwelling on the past. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish... Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime.
Whoosh! No one can catch me! Emotional support is...
Light it up! Try and stop me! Hip.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go.
Why so sad?
As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. Yes. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out if I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragment... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Burn it down!
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Compared to the storms I've
Don't be scared!
Full throttle! Wrath from the sky! Rev the engines!
Clouds high. The birds come!
Bow before your king!
I got a corner.
None can compare! Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects! You must
Let's ride! Light of the blazing sun!
Wind strike.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Time to go.
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
Bomb explode.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea Lolly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone.
Okay, I'll be more careful.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew, and now... It's too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some...
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Minion love to eat. Oh no.
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course.
I never was Minion.
Seeing him, hearing his voice, but it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
Pisang.
A
Pisang
deeper
is what?
pain? Why?
Banana.
Malco was always the type to put on a brave
Oh.
face. For all these years, I regretted not
Minion
being able
like
to fight
it.
alongside him to the
Pisang.
end. And now I
Banana.
know
Vichama.
Pisang.
I'm fine. Actually, when you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name
But
meant leading you
onion
one
similar
step closer
like
to danger.
similar banana also
But
yellow.
I also understood
Big baboon
why
and
you had
yellow.
to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with that way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, that's something I had to learn in hindsight.
Big
But
baboon.
you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away
not like
without
big
regrets.
baboon. Big baboon.
Thank you, Vichama.
Faho big
I feel
baboon.
even more determined now.
I will
Kachina
talk
will come back
about
to
have
us. I'll make
someone
sure of
big
it.
baboon.
I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body,
big
a portion will
baboon,
fuse itself to your internal organs.
You big
Even
baboon
though the
anak.
traveler, thanks to her though, you are only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your
Are you
emotions should
big
help you keep the
baboon
symptoms in check.
or not? Big baboon. Ini
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. And apologize for...
maybe jaga weapon.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know
Gotcha.
exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can
Choi
hear it in your
Chu.
voice.
Choi Chu. Choi Chu.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two.
Why not? So cold, this guy.
They're back.
The cookie.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Choi Chu.
Don't play dumb with your own sister. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Task.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child and abandoned in the wild as a result. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to
cookie,
human
guys.
society,
I remember those days. One of those fights was eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker.
Yusop. Oh, Yusop now.
It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't...
that's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you...
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
Not for that people.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like
No.
you don't care. You
Or
try to sneak off to the Night
watch
Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a
Doraemon,
trip abroad.
Nobita. Tom and Jerry. Something like that.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses!
Horror movie, no. Maybe have.
We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is! And you were just going to sneak into the place without...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing...
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my...
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous...
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
If like that, I still kid, huh?
Time out. Is this
because I forgot
one of
have
our normal
Luffy.
arguments or a serious one?
Jessica
had
doesn't sound like I'm
Luffy.
joking.
Then... you need to know something.
Okay, what?
What happened to Kachina was partially...
But the person you
Dapat
become when
enak.
you lose control, that's also
Si
not who you
the
are.
Anime I just watched when
That's
they
a different
already
issue.
remake.
You said it
That is
yourself. Person's only as good as their morals.
2023.
If I want to live in Natlan, I need...
I've also told you that managing your condition is...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get
Luffy,
serious.
the guy
And
has
I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his
long
house.
hand.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger...
What? Why? Remember something?
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me.
Chaska.
Tree.
So, that's it.
What?
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
What you anime what?
I know you aren't related by blood. You two sure are similar.
Really?
Bạn thân ơi, vừa qua là vui, bao ước mơ của tôi thanh kỳ.
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might, according to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Dora and Boss.
If only Tone-Deaf Bard was here, he
Remember
could
that?
have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Dora.
The Spirit Speaker Stone might be 2 stones now.
Huh?
Super plane.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the
Sakura.
line, then you had no choice.
Dora.
Still, Citlale's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to
They
her
have a
later.
lot I
Stay
watched,
safe
but
out
I
there in
not
the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here
remember
for your
the
safe
name.
return.
Dora, maybe only watch Dora. Why here like I only watch before? Toot 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 toot. Now my favorite just Doraemon. Bạn thân ơi, phía qua là voi, qua ước mơ của tôi thân kỳ. Chào điều sẽ xong. Không biết chia về nơi phương chỉ xa. Trong trống treo này Doraemon.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't...
That's why it has to be our little secret. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't still. All you need to do is...
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit...
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength...
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much...
You have nothing to be sorry about. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow...
Sure.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Shin-chan, of course Shin-chan. Cannot. How can
Good
I
eye.
not watch Shin-chan?
This is where I store
Shin-chan.
all the various
Shin,
mementos I've
cậu bé bút
collected.
chì.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's
Chú
so
gián
many
ốc
things in
kỳ.
here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
Ốc kỳ và chú gián.
Collecting them must have
Nhỏ.
taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you
Shin,
could
cậu bé
think of
bút
it as a
chì.
hobby of sorts, and physical items do a
Rita
far better job
Sakura.
at preserving those. Now, I still have some preparations to
Dreamy
make for the
baby.
ceremony. So if you're curious about an
What a
item,
lot.
I'm more than willing
What
to...
a lot.
Alright, we'll have a look.
I forgot creamy baby or creamy mommy, don't know. You watch also, Lucky Man? What's this one for, girl? Why you get what? You Thailand girl. That creamy mommy is for girl.
I'm sure you're familiar with this
I
song
saw
already.
real like creamy baby.
Atea
Yes,
was
sad.
rarely ever
That was
without
sad.
it.
But wait, that time it was so long ago. Maybe so long. Maybe 10 years plus. But you know, creamy. I forgot creamy mommy or creamy baby. I forgot. But I watch.
The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like...
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the
Minky,
tribes.
Momo, no.
They demonstrate the true shape of time.
Maybe the time I watched,
The shape of time?
they already
Most people perceive
change the
time as a
name
linear concept,
different.
almost like
Not
a straight
original the
line that can
name.
only
Already
move
change
forward.
Vietnamese
We cannot change the past
Vietnam
or predict the future.
name.
But
Maybe
there's
ID was
also a
what
different
different
theory,
the
one that I
name.
believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present,
As
and
I Xin
future
Chan,
all
Xin Chan is
exist at
Vietnam
once.
is Xin, cậu bé bút chì.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your exactly, even at the end of
Minky
your journey, the
Momo.
things you experienced
Minky
along the
Momo.
way don't cease to
Minky Momo.
exist.
Monkey
They
Momo
become
is
part
what?
of who you are.
Minky Momo.
Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future.
Look here.
They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
What you know,
You're
creamy?
quite familiar with that concept,
Creamy
I would
baby.
imagine.
Let's see, creamy.
That does
Creamy.
kind of make sense.
Mommy.
The future hasn't
Mommy, don't know.
happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct.
And Yadi
At
was
first, he was a mortal man with no
Sailor
special
Moon.
power, namely a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to.
Sailor
By
Moon
holding the
also.
pilgrimage, we're able. In addition, the sacred flame will
Oh,
grant them significant
Thailand girl.
knowledge and memory of this land.
Yadi
After
was
all, that's
about
how I came to know
baby
everything I just told
girl.
you.
Baby girl movie.
So it all comes down
That's
to the
okay.
power of the divine throne and the rules.
What together what?
Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother,
Later
father,
we
younger
become the
sister,
Niger.
and the little Saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned
And
a
have
famous
Sakura.
artist to paint our likeness.
Sakura, chew.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
Still, before I have a lot. Yeah.
Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person.
But
It
it
doesn't
was
look like there was
so
anything
long.
special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works for...
It's all. No matter what others may say, my path becoming the
But
Archon
that
doesn't mean
that
you sever
time, not
ties
like
with your family.
right now.
My father
That time I
made the most
was
delicious
in
stew,
the
so my sister would often bring me a
TV.
large pot of his cooking, and he would sit. One
Don't
time,
have fun
we
like
didn't close
now.
the door
When I
securely,
was
and
just
the
a
Saurians
little
were
and
raising ran
little
into
go
the
back
room
to
and
school.
knocked over the entire pot.
Eh.
My sister
And not so
immediately
easy
burst into
to
tears.
watch.
The two troublemakers were going for the. I
But
still
not
remember
fun,
the way
like,
they laid there,
still kid.
sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end,
Wow.
isn't that what being a family
But my
is all
favorite
about?
is Doraemon. I
I
was
think about
before
that
I
story
was
a lot,
almost
actually.
every day
As
until
the Archon,
still they
I made a vow to
become
defend this
adult,
nation.
still watch.
And experiences like that,
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old.
I believe she
Okay,
ended up
TikTok
working
and
as an
RD.
architect and artist.
So
She built
famous,
many
so
houses
popular.
and crafted many beautiful works of art.
But actually, TikTok can, if you want to watch something about the art one, maybe the art movie or something, still have.
Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin.
Not have the good
Iansa,
one, have the bad
Mulani,
one. You
Chaska,
need to
over here,
choose what you want to watch.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Barbecue. Oh.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer.
Oh, Kachina.
Am I hallucinating again?
But just song. Just only song.
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Yeah,
Everyone,
so.
you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out
Take me
what's
to
wrong.
your heart. Take me to your soul. It's ghost. Kachina is ghost, so scary. I need to kick her.
Even though its power is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters. The Night Kingdom has become a
Hello,
huge mess,
Camilo.
though. I keep hearing these.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is all you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now.
The first time I see the ghost, not ugly. Usually, in my mind, the ghost so ugly.
I've never been
It's so
strong or
scary.
special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind.
Yeah, this one is
Just knowing
ghost.
you care is more than enough.
But this ghost is killed.
I'll
This
find a way
ghost, the
back.
first. Let's see, I already
You
told
have to
you.
put yourselves in
The first
danger
time I
to
see
come
the
rescue me.
ghost,
You're always like this,
not
Kachina.
scary,
Now's
not
not the time to
ugly.
act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now.
Because everything
Nobody
need to
here sees
mandatory.
you
The
as a
ghost need to
burden.
ugly, need to scary.
You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do...
I'm really still. I don't want
Only
you to
in that
put
land.
yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back.
Actually,
ever
have
again.
Inazuma have ghost also.
All you
Ghosts
need to do
everywhere.
is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone.
What
I'm
you?
not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
I've got ghosts. You. CRD. CRD. See?
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom
Just
was
only
left behind
saw.
after an abyssal invasion. Even a
not
brief amount of
ghosts.
time inside could...
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just...
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing
Really?
to brave
See,
these
not yet.
dangers with me.
Eh?
There's no
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. Eon-san, I know it's
But
unlikely, but if you
before
encounter
do
a
the
situation
question
you
on
can't
that.
handle,
That won't happen.
I hope not.
But later she can freedom or not. Why I need to save her? In World War I need to save wife. In here need to save another people. So cepat. I saw busy like that.
How are you getting along? All done with your work?
Yeah.
All done.
What are you today? Why you sleep too late? And not sleep, huh? Not sleep, the ghost will find you. Scary. Scary, 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 scary. Wow. Oh. What? Okay, I will. Please, 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 please. I will pull. I will pull. You need to, as I pull now. You want to sleep? Cookie or not? Ah, cookie. Just put something. Yeah. Stand up. Because have a lot. It's full. Have cookie, 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 cookie. I want to say something. Oh, don't have cookie. Don't have the good one. Nothing. Yes, I have the good one. What, Jean? Hello, Jean. What? You come too late already. Have cookie or not? to Sarah. And here are the two. Or there maybe almost 4. Guru. Have cookie. I have cookie only. Wow. Oh wow.
Ad Astra.
Okay, meet again tomorrow. Selamat malam too. Selamat malam too.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Good night, Chin. Today work overnight today. You. Okay. Okay, bye bye everyone. Need to sleep. It's too late. Bye bye. Tomorrow meet again. Okay, bye.